everybody! Welcome to yet another Didgeridoo tutorial. I am very happy to be here. My name is AJ Block and this is Didge Project. On this channel we have great tutorials on didgeridoo, pan, beatbox, throat singing, drumming, xylophones, kalimbas, shruti boxes, you name it, we got it. Make sure to check out our site, digeproject.com, because we got a lot of great articles there and videos. So today what we're going to do is talk about playing the didgeridoo while using your voice. And this is something that I haven't put out too much information about, but I've really studied it in depth and it's really powerful and special. Now, in this video, there is going to be some technical terminology as far as music theory goes, musical intervals, talking about different relationships of notes. And if you don't know any of that, that's totally fine. You can still learn what I'm going to show you here. So, playing the didgeridoo while using your voice. Yeah, there's animal sounds, there's really cool sound effects you can get, but can you really sing melodies and can you really play musically with these sounds? And the answer is yes, of course. There's an infinite amount of sounds you can get with your voice in the didgeridoo, because there's an infinite amount of sounds you can get with just your voice, and there's an infinite amount of sounds you can get with just the didgeridoo. So of course, put them together and you have double infinite. The voice is a miraculous instrument. One way to really work with this is to think about the didgeridoo as a fundamental tone and your voice as a melodic counterpart that is singing in relationship to that drone. For example, if I have a drone in the key of C and I want to make a major tonality, I would sing my voice in the key of C major and any of the notes in the C major scale, and it will define a major modality, a major tonality. This will work for any didge in any key. So I'm going to find the tonic. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a major scale based on that tonic. Alright, so if scales are too much for you to start with, let's just start with a single note that you can tune to your instrument. So the best note that I recommend to start with is the fifth. So I'm going to sing that note. See how those like pulsations came at the end? That's because my voice started getting slightly out of tune. But when I'm in tune, it's like this really smooth, even tone. So what I'm going to do now is bend into it. I'm going to go, and you'll hear those pulsations change as I meet the fifth and harmonize with it perfectly. See, I hit it and then I got a little lazy, voice got off, pulsated again. One more time. So that's the fifth, really great one. Another one is the third, the major third specifically. But because my voice is in a higher octave than the didge, we say that this is the 10th. So it's a full octave, which is 8 notes, and then it's 2 more, so 8, 9, 10. Here I go, I'm going to hit the third, or the major 10th. Oh, that's such a beautiful tone. I love just holding that note out with my voice, because that major 10th interval, I mean, it's essentially a chord. A chord is any 2 notes. That chord or that interval is just so special. Listen again. And notice I can bring my voice in and out, and a lot of times I'm using the circular breathing to help me move the voice in or out. Alright, so now we have two notes to play with, the third and the fifth. And if I'm moving too fast, let me know in the comments below. I can really break this down a lot slower. I mean, I did a whole course, which isn't currently available because I didn't do the best recordings of it, but I did a whole course where we really explored this. If you guys want to see a course in how to explore your voice more with the didges, let me know. If there's enough interest, I might do it. Just want to take a moment to mention these cool t-shirts which we have in the Didge Project store, made by artist Craig Anthony Miller. Original art that he made just for Didge Project. Super cool. I love wearing it. Check these shirts out. Get one for your friends and wear the didgeridoo or the handpan wherever you go. Alright, so now we've got two notes. We've got the third and the fifth. So let's try to jump back and forth between them. It's just so special. I mean, I could just, when I was really into like sitting and practicing every day, I would do this over and over again. And a lot of this study for me came out of Indian classical music. I was studying basic vocalizations, singing with the drone, singing with either shruti box, harmonium, just droning the harmonium, tempura, which I had for a brief moment in my life, or with the app, which is iTablaPro, it's a $30 app, but I highly recommend it for a lot of musicians because not only do you get to have a drone in any key that's fully tunable, like you could tweak it, even tune it to 432 hertz or whatever you want, but you also get all these awesome tabla metronome rhythms that are really good sound quality and really fun to play with. These are the ways you can practice it, is just by playing these drones and singing them out. I could even pull up iTablaPro right real quick. Spontaneous, wasn't planning to do this, but I'm gonna pull it up. C sharp. I don't know if the camera can get this. Where are you at, camera? There we go. Hold it up to the mic. So that's just a very basic vocal exploration of how to start using your voice. You know, I could show you more about how to do like the animal sounds and effects and stuff, but I really prefer that you guys go to the traditional people for that, the Aboriginal people, of course, because that's where that tradition comes from. What I'm showing here is actually a very musical approach to using your voice with a didgeridoo. Now what I want to do is show you a demo of me playing a rhythm, and I'm going to bring these notes which we just worked on into the rhythm. So you can see it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of very satisfying playing time if you start bringing your voice in this way. If you haven't noticed, I feel like my voice just changed in how I'm talking right coming out of that. It's amazing. Another unplanned thing that I'm bringing to this video. All right, so in that last demo, I was using a lot more notes than just the third and the fifth. I was just hearing melodies and playing them. It was pretty much a major tonality. All the notes were in the major scale, I can pretty confidently say. There was one or two dissonant notes. Those were the ones that were not in the major scale. But mostly I stayed in. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a free improvisation. I'm gonna do a faster rhythm. I'm gonna try to do a rhythm that I just released in another video, the African 6/8 Clave, and I'm gonna bring the voice into it, and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna use this approach, which I just showed you, of the vocalizations with that cool rhythm. Here we go. These are what my improvisations sound like when I play the didgeridoo in our music group Dream Seed, when I do solo performance, when I do my own personal meditation, when I do healing work on people. A lot of times I'll get into rhythms like that, where I have the rhythm going and I have my voice going, and they're all interchanging, and the time is, you know, flexible. If I hear another rhythm in the moment, I'll go there. So I wanted to just give you some creative tools for you to explore your didgeridoo playing. Very beautiful instrument, and this vocal approach is one of the most magical parts of the instrument. I really hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm AJ from Didge Project. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like if you got any questions, and I can only imagine that you do after this. Write them in the comments below. Again, if you're interested in a course that explores more of the vocalizations on the didgeridoo, let me know in the comments below. And we will see you in the next video. Definitely stay tuned for more didgeridoo content coming your way. Peace.